Hey YouTube. You guys watch Game of Thrones? You ever see that? You know, they have that iron throne that's built out of swords. My fucking snow throne is built out of snow shovels. Just as their throne was built from the swords and the blood on those swords to get that throne. I'm proudly displaying my weapons behind me as I sit on my snow throne. Because these are the weapons I used to conquer and build my throne. I need help. Oh, I spent an hour out here. I didn't make it too far from my door. But there's so much snow out on the deck, I said, oh, I can't resist this. So I went out like a fool and dug a path. Dug a little clearing. Carved out a throne. Got some armrest here. It's actually quite comfortable. I worked pretty hard on getting that butt groove in place. Smoking there's the camera. Smoking my Rick Black Rhodesian Morta Skull Ring. And I'm smoking Condor from the UK. Raisins. Oh, get my little butt groove in here. There we go. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tell you, I slept like a champ last night, all that fucking shoveling. We're still not done. I got a fucking snowplow came by and closed the driveway off again. I had to go open that. Getting more snow tonight. This is hilarious. This is the same spot that I sit in when I do all my videos. Snow behind me is pretty high. My shovels. Little cup holder. Repurposed. Not brave enough to go to Tim Hortons. Yeah. We got slammed pretty good. Nope. Avalanche. Fuck, that snow comes off the roof, I'll be screwed. It's only the second time I smoked the Condor. I don't think I made it. I didn't smoke it on the video yet. It's a little bit, still a little bit too damp. I got it jarred up. It was really wet. I dried it out. But could use a bit more drying time. Just clumps, barely clumps together, and I don't like it like that. I have no idea what's in this shit. Kind of tastes like raisins a bit. I have nothing else to compare it to. I have nothing else to describe it. That's what it smells like. And it's got a little bit of a tingle in the nose. Different. Yeah, we shoveled like sons of bitches yesterday. My buddy was out way about twice as long as I was. He parks in my driveway. He shoveled it all by hand, and fucking this morning he was out there clearing it out with the snowplow left, and just before I came out he goes, "Oh man, I need one of those muscle relaxers you got." I had to give him one of them fucking hardcore pyramid shaped pills. I forget what they're called. Sleep like a champ. I took my time at it though. I gotta be careful, so I got a bad heart, so keep my nitro in my pocket at all times. Oh my god, my arms, my shoulders, my stomach, my hips. Not used to that, right? It's my shovel of choice right here, my number one. So I do most of my work with when it's deep like this. It's aluminum, it's light, got a long handle, it's good for carving blocks. So what you got to do with this stuff is start at the top, chunk it, move it, keep going down. That's how you do it. Then you build yourself a snow throne. I found this hat, man. I love this hat. It's like I call it the Oh Canada Immigrant Dollar Store hat. Sounds terrible, but it's a university town, right? So there's a lot of foreign students come in here. You know, it's called the Dollar Store, right? So they got a lot of shit in there. You know, they're setting up their first apartments or something in Canada and stuff like this. And it's a big culture shock, right? People from the university actually take them to the grocery stores and teach them how to shop. You know, because they see a frozen chicken and they'd be like, "The fuck am I supposed to do with a frozen chicken?" Because, you know, they probably buy their animals live in the street, you know what I mean? In markets and stuff, not like this. Some countries, you know. I know some of my buddies from India, that's what they said. They go, "Jesus, the first time I went in the grocery store and I saw frozen meat, I thought it was a joke." I said, "What do you guys eat this? What are you supposed to do with this?" Fresh to us just means not frozen. Fresh to them means still warm and pumping blood, right? But anyway, what I was getting at is these, you know, you go to the dollar store, you get cutlery, you get stuff like this, and they had these hats, right? And you get a lot of these guys from warmer climates, and they'll come, and these hats are cheap as hell. They're like $1, and they got a little maple leaf sewn into it, right? But you got little ear flaps on it and stuff, right? So it's kind of funny. Too small for me, but it's a funny hat. I call it the immigrant hat. I think we already had the discussion about the politically correctness, right? It's all in good fun. We don't give a fuck. You're watching a video of a guy smoking a pipe in a handmade fucking snow throne. Drinking fucking repurposed Tim Hortons cups. My cup holder. Didn't, you know, stick it in the snow. Smoking the condor. But yeah, I thought I'd make a fun little video. Dig a little snow chair. Jesus, and the city was shut down for 2 days. There was no public transit. I think, was it on Monday? Everything was shut down. Yesterday, I think public transit opened at like supper time, 5 o'clock or something. Sidewalks still aren't touched. The city does all the sidewalks, right? Of course, we pay for it in our property tax, but you know, they even break it down for you. How much of your taxes goes towards snow clearing, sidewalk snow clearing, not just snow clearing. I don't know. I wouldn't say this is really that bad tobacco. you know. But of course, I like strong English. I'm making I got a Frankenstein jar on the go, where it's you know, I finished a can. I did a review. I haven't posted it yet. I don't think I did. I did a review of Mac Baren HH Latakia Flake or something. Anyway, there's not enough left to do a smoke a bowl, so I threw it in a jar. And then I was smoking Vulcan Sassini, and there wasn't enough left. I finished off that can, so I threw it in a jar. So I'm just going to keep doing that till I get enough for, you know, a couple of bowls. I'm just going to put different stuff in it. See what I come up with. I'm going to put some of that, black double X rope twist in there. Just a little bit. Just for a little woo. I'm having a hard time keeping this going. It's still a little wet. Anyway. Yep, so I thought I'd make a little video sitting in my snow throw. I got some cardboard down behind me and on my ass, so I'm not sitting right on it. Got some little armrest here. A little high in the back, I'm kind of sliding. I have to do a little configuring now that I got to pack down a bit. But, of course, it's going to snow again tonight, so I'll have to be reshaping it. I'm trying to get a path between my back door and my mom's back door. I always say I live in a duplex, so I got her front door cleared just in case of emergencies, right? And their basement door is cleared. I want to get the back door cleared just in case. So it's easy for me to, when I go over to mom's, I usually go on the back deck anyway, but there's about an hour and a half, 2 hours of shoveling just to get a path to walk through. And I mean like that wide. This guy did number one. So anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Game of Snow Thrones. In our next episode, we're going to attack the next igloo. We're going to rape and pillage. You know, the food is scarce, right? Take their grain stores. All that jazz. Go looting. Anyway, thanks for watching. And take care.